Hi, and thanks for joining today for the webinar on protecting, avoiding, and dealing with losing a laptop. My name is Derek Major. I'm the Manager of Professional Services at Eligeo IT. My role here is to really work with our clients and helping them employ strategy as well as observe what they currently have in their operations and find different ways to improve their operations. And today we're going to talk about how we're going to manage the loss as well as taking the steps to ensure that we're not, if we do happen to lose a laptop, what things we can do to protect ourselves. So our agenda, we're going to go do an introduction to who Eligeo is. We're going to go over a bit about statistics, the steps we can take to protect ourselves, and what to do when that laptop is actually gone, and we'll summarize things up at the end as well. So Eligeo IT, we're a Calgary, Alberta, Canada based firm. We work with small businesses, typically from 1 employee all the way up to 100 employees. We have a variety of clients from the gaming industry, such as casinos, to different trades, including flooring and even duct furnace cleaning organizations as well, to financial services. So you name it, we work with all kinds of businesses, but they all have the same trait. They're small, they have small budgets, and they're looking for ways to increase their efficiencies, but try to reduce their overall costs as well. What we do is we actually work with them to determine ways to achieve those goals. So a little bit about ourselves. We're a solution-oriented organization. We're not your typical IT company for small business. We'll go into an organization, we'll sit down one-on-one with our clients and actually understand their needs, understand their challenges and the problems that they're facing. Some of the things that we do offer on a technical service side is managed services packages. So we actually offer a help desk that's available to our clients and their employees to call us whenever they need help or assistance with certain things. We can do work on site or remote. We support desktops, laptops, servers, as well as Linux and Windows flavor type of servers. We can also do sales and procurement of software and hardware. We have key relationships with vendors such as Dell, HP, Lenovo, and many others. On the professional services side, we'll do project management for larger scale projects that can last as long as a day to several months. We'll build custom software applications, some website development where people need to automate systems on their website. We'll work with our clients to actually evolve that and make that a little more functional. So instead of having to call up a web designer or whoever it might be, they can go online and manage sites themselves. Or it might even be an e-commerce platform where they're looking to build out. Web hosting, we also offer web hosting. It's not something that we typically promote, but it is a service we offer for a lot of our clients. And of course, business improvement and consultation. Team members, myself, Derek Major, of course, and Kern Mahdi, who's our manager of technical services. He's the one that really focuses on in managing the expectations of our customers when it comes to technical support on their computers and servers and uptime, downtime, and all that as well. So our customers, Grey Eagle Casino is probably one of the largest customers that we have. We work with a variety of other organizations, again, financial services and mortgage companies. We also do a lot of charity work too. 2% of our net profits actually goes towards different community groups, including Brown Bagging for Calgary's Kids, as you can see on your screen. And we've worked with a lot of printers, as we mentioned earlier, duct cleaning with duct blasters. The kind of customers we like to have, as I mentioned, 1 to 100 employees is kind of our sweet spot. They're within the Calgary and surrounding areas where our real focus is today. And we're really interested in those that are taking a business-like approach to their IT services. Those that just want to get a guy in, pay him an hourly whenever something breaks, those aren't the kind of customers we like working with. Only because they can't see the long-term effect of doing that. It's more expensive at the end of the day. But we do like the challenge of working with those types of clients and helping them realize the long-term benefits of going with a proactive plan. A way, instead of being reactive all the time, proactive plan will minimize downtime. You might not see it as much on the cost of computers. I mean, overall, in the long run, yeah, you're not going to be spending as much money to fix computers and things. But the biggest bang for your buck is going to be on the productivity of the employees. And that's what we're really interested in doing with our clients. So let's get into this. Protecting, avoiding, dealing with losing a laptop. We're really going to get into statistics right now. In the US alone, there are over 12,000 laptops lost every week. An average loss per U.S. airport is 286 per week. And kind of lumping in with that is if you think about when you've ever been at the airport before, 70% of travelers are feeling rushed to airports prior to boarding their flight. Over 53% of business travelers say that their laptops contain sensitive or confidential information. And over and above that, 47% indicated that this information contains their customers' or clients' information. Could you imagine having all of your customers' important critical data, depending on what industry you're in, if you're financial or whatnot, you're in the airport, and for some reason your laptop's gone. Your heart's going to be racing and pounding. The sweat's going to start pouring off your forehead. Really, there's a lot of things that go through your mind, and that happens. It's sometimes no fault of your own. You can take all the steps you want, but sometimes the laptop's gone. But that's what we're going to talk about, is steps you can take to protect that confidential information. So in a survey that Dell did in a laptop study in 2008, this is where most of this data is coming from, the response from business travelers. So 65%, they do not take steps to protect the confidential sensitive information contained on their laptop when they're traveling on business. That just mind-boggling, because I just think of my laptop and the information I have on mine. If someone were to get a hold of this and I had to protect it, and I do, then there'd be cause for concern. There could be lawsuits, there could be all kinds of things, especially if some of that sensitive information gets out. Another 57% do worry about losing their laptop or having it stolen. So it's funny, 57% worry about it. Another 65, that same 65% surveyed don't take steps. Makes you wonder. Laptop computer contains confidential sensitive information, as I mentioned earlier, 53%. And 50% have left the luggage and laptop under the watchful eye of a fellow passenger. I think we've all done that. You look at the guy beside you, you want to run to the washroom, but you don't want to drag all your stuff to the washroom again and lose your spot. So you look at the guy beside you, or gal, you say, hey, I'm just going to run to the washroom, can you keep an eye on my stuff? Which, really, when you step back and think about it, they might look like a nice guy and all that, but really, are they trustworthy? But, one in two people are doing that, and I've done that. Data on laptops is not backed up, 42%. That's not surprising. Most people are not really sure what backup means. They think that their computer is always going to be there. It'll never crash, never die or anything. They think it's indestructible until it actually happens. And it's unfortunate because it's usually at the end of the rope that they actually do something about it. We had a client a couple of years ago when he first came to us. He called us up and says, hey guys, I got this hard drive and I've had it for 10 years and it just stopped working. It's making this really bad clicking noise. So after we did some analysis on it, it turned out we were unable to recover the data, at least from our tools that we have. So we had to send him to a specialist. But the key part there, he sent to the specialist and he ended up getting his data back. But he was pretty worried because his life was on this hard drive. He'd never done a backup in his life, and he freely admitted that. Now he's backing up like it's going out of style. He's always backing up. But if he had done that in the first place, all he would have to do is go get a new hard drive, flip it out, switch it, and upload his reload his data, and he'd be fine. So what steps do business travelers that do take the steps to protect themselves, how do they do it? About 45%, they're doing password sign-on. Over 30% really don't know what protection there is. Hard drive encryption. Your entire hard drive is encrypted. File encryption. So actually encrypting an individual file. Password file. So protecting a file with a password. Or even biometric. You're seeing a lot of laptops these days come with the biometric finger scan prints on them these days. So where laptops typically lost? 40% security checkpoint, another 23% departure gate, the restroom at 9%, food service 7%, a club or a lounge, those fancy nice airport lounges, 6%. But obviously security checkpoint, that's kind of eye-opening. So what kind of protective steps can we take?